Hi, Gabby. Thank you for taking time to speak with us here at Securities Finance Times.
Nice to see you, Justin.
Can you tell us a little bit about Absolute Collateral?
So Absolute Collateral is a very exciting venture set up in the Middle East to basically create visible markets in a place which just hasn't had visible markets. And they're starting with repo marketplaces to be traded electronically. And the whole idea is to bring extra transparency, extra liquidity in spaces which are, if not dark, very, very difficult to see. So the starting point is Bahrain, as you know, we mentioned, and it's one of these ventures which has been in the background of a number of participants in the past. But I think the approach has been healthy, intelligent, step by step, starting with the community, identifying the needs, knowing the difficulties, and addressing the issues faced completely front on, which is what Steve Griffiths, the founder who's based there, has done very well in the last couple of months.
Excellent. So why did Steve Griffiths and the team at Absolute Collateral decide to launch in Bahrain?
So Steve Griffiths is an experienced banker, and I work with him on a number of ventures here in the more mature markets, and he always used to ask the question, how come some of the advantages we've seen in reach, in straight-through process, in liquidity that you get from electronic trading platforms, how come we don't see these type of ventures in the developing world? And those are good questions. And I remember in some of my past roles, we come there with sort of, very modern, very heavily structured solutions for markets that actually don't need heavy structure. And I think where Steve's been really smart is to identify markets which has the means, an area which you can duplicate, whose solutions you can duplicate elsewhere, but where you can get things done. And the Middle East is a good starting point because even though Absolute Collateral started in a pretty sunny environment, and in a product which is a heavy product in terms of investment, repo, it's been a really, really smart way of doing things. So it is I think the way we see things with Absolute Collateral, if we get it right in a region, in a country, and then a region, that model could probably be replicated in quite an easy manner all over Africa and probably a number of Asian countries.
What sets Absolute Collateral apart?
Well, in a sense, what I've liked about Absolute Collateral is the very, very down-to-ground approach to these ventures. Rather than building a solution and then going out there, I think where Steve Griffiths has been really smart is to go right at the core of the decision making, i.e. the community, in particular repo, and particularly in Bahrain, of repo traders, treasurers, and saying, right, what would be a plus for you going forward? And that plus has been price discovery or collateral discovery or interaction between Islamic finance and conventional finance. Also, parallel to that, Steve has been smart enough to go to the central bank and say, these are the issues that need to be addressed. Be pricing of collateral, be making sure the settlement chain's there. Now, it's not going to revolutionize the world, and Steve knows that, but if we add all the solutions, if we get the solution right in Bahrain, and then add other countries, and then link those countries, and then turn that, all that put together makes sense. So what I think where Steve's been really smart compared maybe to more established ventures who are looking for a return on investment much smarter by selling a solution, keys in hand, which I've done in the past, is effectively to take the whole business environment very, very seriously at the right pace, and only progress when we reach certain milestones. In particular, start the trading and then build from there. So I think it's been a very, very smart, very prudent, very honest approach to the business.
So you've announced Bahrain. What next for Absolute Collateral, and how will the next year pan out?
Well, there's still some work to be done on Bahrain, but a lot of the work that we're doing in Bahrain can be replicated in other countries in the Middle East, North Africa. The natural evolution, and Steve is based in Dubai, is Emirates, Qatar, the big price is Saudi Arabia. And whereas we can't exactly copy-paste, and again there are a few things to replicate, the solutions that we're looking at in terms of double WAD, in terms of technology, in terms of probably be replicated quite quickly. So the work is starting already in the other countries of of the DCC, but I think we still need to get Bahrain delivered, and then I think we'll be happy to come and talk about the next area.
Gabriele, that's fantastic, and we wish you all the best and the team at Absolute Collateral.